And just the next episode has begun, welcome back to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. It's like a video, it's like a commentary. Last left off, we were here, and we were about to present something here. So, you ready? I hope you're ready. How many times do you think how many mistakes do you think I'm going to make? I think I'm going to get it wrong once. What do you guys think? Maybe twice? Alright, I have this. The bomb transport case was here at the time of Apollo's attack. It was about right here, right over the whatchamacallit. Take that! Your Honor! I assert that this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault. Not exactly sure if I'm right or not, because he... But that's... I am right. Inconceivable! Miss Woods, was this where the transport case was when you saw it? Okay. Okay. Because, you know, sometimes when they speak, like, super ambiguous like that, it makes it kind of paranoid, like I got it wrong. I don't know. I'm always too paranoid when playing these games. I need to be more assertive! Yes! Yes, that's where it was! Thank you, Miss Woods. I'm sure the court has noted an interesting fact about this position. The transport case covers up the writing in the blood. In blood. Exactly. If that transport case was in that position at the time of the assault, then no message could have been written there, because the case is in the way. Which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody writing. Why should we believe that Athena's claim that the case was in a different position? She's obviously lying! Objection, buddy. The fact that the case was moved after the assault on Mr. Justice is proved by more than Mrs. Wood's testimony alone. What? And what is this proof you're talking about? It's right here in the crime photo. I'm keen to see this proof myself, Mr. Wright. What in this photo indicates that the transport case was moved after the assault? Because this is new evidence we're gonna save, or perhaps I do save it every 2 seconds in this series. I guess it depends. What in this photo indicates that the transport case was moved after the assault? What in this photo indicates that the transport case was moved after the assault? Oh, there's actually whatchamacallit right here. Present. Okay, I figured it out. So about 2.5 seconds after I made that cut, I realized that there were freaking train tracks. There were tracks on the ground, and then I got it wrong a couple times because I kept pointing at random spots. Like let's open up the whatchamacallit. I'm so stupid. So I look at this. So oops. You can see there's tracks, right? But there's also, I got it wrong a couple times because I was pointing the finger at various spots on the track because I wasn't sure where to capture it, but there's tracks right on his bandage. I'm so stupid. How did I not see that? Anyway, please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandages here. I see it, but what is it? This mark was made by one of the casters from the transport case carrying the bomb. As the case was moved, it ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice. Then after Mr. Justice was assaulted, the transport case was moved. What? Just as Mr. Woods said, the case is covering the writing at the time of the assault. Therefore, it was impossible for Mr. Justice to have left that message in blood. No! You did it, boss! It was a real nail-biter, but you pulled it off! Yep, that should bring down the prosecution's claim like a house of cards. Not to be confused with the TV show. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, that was a very clever deduction. It was nothing. It was nothing, Your Honor. Nothing but pure genius. Take that! Boss! I'm sensing a definite smug and braggy vibe coming off of you. I have just one question, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna need to save after that, because I'm on death row right now. If I get anything wrong, it's gonna be a game over. I don't want to get a game over on the first case. Yes, Your Honor? If Mr. Justice didn't leave this message in blood, then who did? Huh? What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Well... Who left the message, do you think? My guess, it's... Who do you think? It has to be one of these people. It's probably Tony, because it's not Apollo. It's obvious it can't be Apollo. We're trying to prove it's not... It could have been Juniper. Why would she do something stupid like that? Candace's arm, perhaps? Candace's arm? She's dead, so... Athena... No... It has to be Mr. Tonade. Like, who else could it be? Looks like I should have taken that train of thought through to the last station. Well! I've heard a lot about this! So this is Mr. Wright's famous bluffing technique, is it? Ah, this feeling, it brings back memories of the old days. Back when you carved out a name for yourself by bluffing your way through thick and thin. Gee, Mr. Wright, the judge kind of makes you sound no better than a 2-bit con man. He was a 2-bit con man at one point, actually. You made your argument with such confidence, Mr. Wright. He cheated in those card games. He used Trucy, so he cheated. That was con man stuff, man. Now I'd like to hear your answer with just as much confidence. Hey, until the judge asked the question, you didn't catch on either, Buster. What now, boss? I hope you didn't bluff your way into a corner. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way through this. I have to dig my way to the truth somehow. Who could have written that message in blood? The culprit, Apollo, someone else. When you say the culprit, you mean like... Okay, we're gonna save. I'm gonna go with the culprit, because I think that should be the obvious answer, but like, for some reason I'm trying to say it wait, if they were saying Athena, or if they were saying Miss Woods, they would just say Miss Woods, right? They wouldn't say this the culprit like that. Let's go with the culprit. If Apollo didn't leave that bloody writing... Maybe it was Apollo's attacker! Oh gosh, stupid alarm, okay. Maybe it was Apollo's attacker wrote it and made it look like Apollo did it! That seems like the most reasonable explanation. But wait a minute, I just realized something, boss! Oh, we don't get a penalty for this, do we? What is it? Look at the amount of blood in the photo! It doesn't look like Apollo bled very much. Yeah, it doesn't. I wonder if it's even possible to write out Woods with just this much. Hey, you're right. Good thing Apollo didn't lose that much blood. That might be a factor in why he survived the assault. And since there was so little blood, that pretty much rules out his attacker, huh? I guess so. But if it wasn't his attacker, then who else could it have been? Who could have written that message in blood? Okay, so it's not Apollo, so it has to be someone else then. If it wasn't Apollo, who could have left the bloody message? Oh man, I'm gonna get a game over. It could not have been Candace's arms. I swear it could not have been Candace's arms. It had to have been Mr. Tonade, right? Wait, hold on. Let's check everything. Right? Hold on. Maybe she... No. It happened. No. He couldn't have... Hold on. I am overthinking this right now because I don't want to get a game over. Okay, so... If maybe it wasn't Apollo's attacker who wrote it and made it look like Apollo did it. But wait a minute, I just realized something. Look at the amount of blood in the photo. It doesn't look like Apollo bled very much. I wonder if it's even possible to write out Woods with just this much. Oh, I didn't lose that much blood. That might be a factor in why he survived the assault. Since there was no little blood, that pretty much rules out his attacker, huh? Someone else? I can't back out either. I'm gonna get a game over. Like, why would it be Miss Arm? Why would she have written Woods in blood? She was dead before. She couldn't have been, because like she died during the explosion, right? So that means that she died after the place was in ruins, right? That means if Woods is written in blood, then okay, why am I being stupid? Just freaking go with Tonate. Jeez. Okay, I'm wrong. I am so wrong right now. This person left the bloody writing. And what do you base this claim on? Nope, I'm wrong. I am so wrong. Game over! Do I really need to base my claim on something? Boss! Of course you do. Don't tell me you don't have anything at all to back up your assertion. It couldn't have been the attacker, that's true, but I don't know who else could have written it. Nothing in particular, really. Did Apollo actually write it? That'd be kind of... But he didn't have very much... That won't do, Mr. Wright. But a penalty will make up for your deficiency very nicely. Alright, game over.
That's enough! I see no need to further prolong this trial. The defense's case is insufficient to overturn the prosecution's claims. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods,
guilty. Alright. Oh, did they say it again? Alright, let's try again. No, you don't need to do that, man. Where did we last save, by the way? The thing is, we can skip stuff, so... Oh! Wait! Wait! Why do we have a full bar? Wasn't Apollo who could have left the bloody message? Maybe Candace's arm did write it, because I don't see who else... Because, like... The thing is, they did say that, Why did... They did say that, Let's just go with it. Take that. To be honest, I don't actually have any real proof of this. But I've come this far. There's no turning back now. I should have gone with my gut instinct. Besides Apollo, there's one more person who shed blood at this crime scene. That is true.
a person who shed blood. You don't mean...
Oh, but I do. I believe it was Candace's arm who left behind this message in blood.
What?
What? Detective Arm? Are you sure you know what you're doing here? Not really. Not really?
What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you have said the attacker left the message to throw people off, it might have made sense.
At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message, right? Which is why I didn't choose him.
Uh-oh! Ah, I see. Even the photo makes it clear there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. And Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case.
But why would Detective Arm write the defendant's name? There is no connection between the two whatsoever. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed. I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and defendant.
Are you sure about that?
They had never even met each other! That's very true. That's also why I thought that... Well then, let's see. Then maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be.
The intended meaning?
Not what it appears to be. Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods. Yeah, because there was actually some... You guys look, there was an additional letter that was, like, cut off.
Coming from you, that's quite the bold statement, Mr. Wright. You wish to assert that this blood writing could have some other meaning?
Yes, Your Honor. For something I pulled out of a wormhole, it could turn out to be true, right?
It clearly says Woods, as anyone can plainly see! What other meaning could it possibly have?
But Candace's arm is the detective. Maybe Woods only means something to the police. Like a police scanner code, for example.
I didn't think of that.
You may have tricked his honor, but you'll never get the best of me! Yeah, but I have a thing for studying on the weekends, as you may have already guessed. And there's no such radio code as Woods in this state, Dear Mr. Wright. Mr. Dear. Alright. Is that a fact? Yes, it is, Mr. Dear. Don't look at me. I know as much as you do about police codes.
Enough of this. I was quite taken with the defense's new theory. But if they can't substantiate it with anything, then I must end things here.
No. Like I said, just go to the whatchamacallit. Go to the whatchamacallit. You can see that there's another letter that's actually cut out, like the tip of a letter. So there was something more to it than that. No, please wait, Your Honor.
Very well. Before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation. So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of the bloody writing?
Let's go ahead and save. Why don't we? This is gonna be like an awkward length episode because I have no idea, because I didn't really pay attention to like when I made my cuts and everything. So, well, I believe it's
And no stalling! If you can't come up with an answer quickly, I would declare this discussion officially over.
I'm in trouble now.
What other meaning could it have besides the obvious one? Maybe it means something in another language? Or maybe it's a code. Think, Phoenix. You can do this. WOODS, okay? Details. Height, WHD, alloy. This is the phony Fanty. Missing remote switch. Polo. Woods. What is the code for the whatchamacallit? L10015R. So that is completely unrelated. Of course I say that, but it probably... Hold on! What are everyone's names? Apollo Justice, Woods, Arm, Athena Cykes, Ted Tonate. Okay, I'm overcomplicating things. Which piece of evidence will tell us what the word woods really means? Oh, come on! We can actually... The thing is we can actually save while presenting evidence, unlike in the previous game. So, it says that we can't save while the court record is open, we can actually save when they ask us to, unlike in the previous games. When they actually ask us to present evidence. Okay, let's look at this. WOODS case. This again is probably super obvious, but again... I don't exactly think that this case is any harder than any other cases. I think it's just that I'm just out of practice. More likely. I think if I had done this straight after I did Justice for All or Trials and Tribulations, I would have done this like no problem, I think. What do you see? Oh, we can't examine this. Missing remote switch. I want to see if like maybe Woods. Something else entirely. WOODS. Woods. This isn't like a case of it being upside down either. It's like stoom. That doesn't work. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. What piece of evidence? Let's think about everything else that we have. Okay, so we don't have anything in context to give us. What other meaning could have besides the obvious one? Something in a different language, or maybe it's a code. Code in red. Woods. Okay. My hands are beginning to shake. Let's see here. I'm glad I don't have like carpal tunnel or anything. Like recording while holding the thingy like this is kind of bad. What could it have been? Trauma to the back of head caused by impact with a flat object between 8 and 11. We can't check anything. Hey, what about the... No, it was this that had the whatchamacallit. Guilty. I don't see like WOODS anywhere. Weight, 5/16 an inch alloy plating. Dimension 10 inches HH3000 bomb. Okay. Piece of stuffed animal the bomb was inserted into, but defendant's fingerprints are found on it. Missing remote switch. I don't see... If we're gonna go with code, like... Okay, see the code... I'm being stupid. Like... Code... Let's try it. This is stupid. Take that! The bomb transport case! I've about had it up to here with your shenanigans, Mr. Wright. Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. Okay, so it is right. Because, like, I was like, code, that's the only thing that has anything to do with code, so I just gotta wing it. Dang it! I think what's hard about this case is that, like, all of this... Like, actually, basically, every single one of Phoenix's cases is based off of complete BS, but this feels like even more BS than normal, I think. Anyway, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next episode.